Hello, my name is Abby Rheinbolt,
I'm Anthony Parnell.
And I'm Amaury Melin.
and we created the Bull Buddy product for our 3D printing Final FED presentation, where we won the honorable mention at the NCSU FED Day. A little bit about our design cycle implementation. Our problem was the dramatic increase in multitasking that led to many unavoidable and inconvenient accidents, such as dropped phones, utensils, spills, stains, etc. Our solution was the Bull Buddy, which allows for you to eat while also prop up your phone and or tablet and watch something while you eat. Some of our functions and inspirations. The inspiration designs, as you can see, are on the right of the slide. Our idea came from our everyday struggle to find a way to prop up a phone while simultaneously eating. The two functions of our design are first, to be able to contain a food or beverage in a bowl. And our second function is to be able to securely position a device and prop it up to be able to either watch, text, play a game. And our design is 100% 3D printed. For our research, we research into additive manufacturing, which allows for low-cost prototypes by reducing assembly time and using materials efficiently. We use the Bamboo Lab X1C 3D printer, which allows to print both the bowl and the phone stand. We also use PETG filament because it is food safe and it is strong, durable, and resistant to water and chemicals.
And there was a couple different constraints we had to abide by during the project. We had to make sure the cost and manufacturing rate was suitable for mass consumption. The materials that we use had to be food safe and dishwasher compatible since you would be eating food out of our product. And the physical dimensions had to be able to fit within the dishwasher, be able to stand stably on a lap or tray or table or anywhere you normally use a bowl. We also made sure that the design and physical dimensions were optimized to reduce the material cost as much as possible, and the quantity and energy consumption while making the product was also compatible with the environment and helped with production and recycling.
So here's our prototype evolution. So we started with a simple design, just a bowl with a phone holder attached, but the phone holder is like straight vertical, so we couldn't really put a phone on it. So we made it so it slanted so it could hold a fold well. It could hold a phone well, but that was pretty bulky. So we made a design with a thinner phone holder, so it isn't as bulky. And then what we did after that's our fourth prototype. What we did is we added a connection so we could slide the phone connector off and and make it easier to transport. And that was actually our first physical prototype, but we had a few issues with that, so we made our final design. And this is the final CAD design. So we had a connection with a small tolerance because our first design it didn't slide very easily, the connection. And then we also added a a slot for a charger so we could charge the phone while it's being held. So a few of our design challenges. So as I mentioned, the we had some issues with our first prototype. I have the bowl here. So this part here, you can see it stretched a little because it took a lot of stress and it couldn't take that much, which is so it actually snapped and it wouldn't slide easily. So we had to add that tolerance. And then we also changed our material. So we originally used ABS filament because it's cheap and very common, but it's not machine washable and it's not safe to eat. So we had to change to PETG filament.
Here is our poster for the FED Day. There is, as you can see on the table, the Bull Buddy in action, and that's where we were awarded with the honorable mention.
And our advice for freshmen next year doing the FED project would be communicate early, stay in contact with your team, plan immediately as soon as y'all get which project that you're doing. Make sure you start coming up with ideas for it. Document everything, keep everything in a file together where everyone can access it. It's good to keep all the information together. And make sure you ask questions if you need to. Ask the TAs. Each project has a TA attached to it who's there to help you and can answer questions specifically about your project. So make sure you utilize them.
Here are the references we used for our project. And thank you for watching this presentation. Over and out from the Bull Buddy team.
Thank you.